Hello. Welcome in, peeps. Welcome in. I'm having an issue with one camera, so give me a sec. How is everybody doing? You hear me loud and clear? No, you don't? Yeah, you probably do. Hello. There it is. So all is good. Right. Hello. You guys ready? You hear me? Hello, Sammy. Welcome in. Sorry, I was running a bit late. Hope it's all right now. Whew, it's a lot of temperature down here today. Let me get some lights on. So we're gonna try to finish that clock, right? That's the big plan. And also have an extra thing, echo. I don't hear any echo. Yeah. There's still echo. Huh. Anyways, let's go. I need to start the day. 0.5 second echo. Does anybody else hear that echo? There shouldn't be any. It should be... But yeah, here it is. That's the plan. Trying to fix that up. And I don't see the echo in my system anywhere, Sammy. So got that chock in, and I'm gonna try my best to get this back into a round thing. And also, I am sweating like a pig here. It is hot, 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 hot. So how is everybody doing? Trying to get that into more... Okay, good to hear that. think I might just need to start with something else. For instance, sand the end. Just get that into a more flat bit. And also, I put in a permanent line for my airbrush, which is good. I just need to tidy everything up. So right now it's a yellow line. You can see it running down there. It doesn't look good, but it's there. Helmet, 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 helmet. And unfortunately, we had to stop the raffle. I found another place that I could do the raffle with. So I'm going to do that at some point. But for right now, the raffle is off. Because I thought the raffle thingy was really fun. But yeah, I'm just trying to get it to somewhat of a even shape, so it sits more true in the chuck. So because it was really close to being what I wanted, what we needed. Never fear. Hello Michael, what come in dude? Michael is here, everything is good. Right? An axle. Okay. That's good. Yeah, this is not too bad really. I hope it's gonna be alright. We'll get some light on. Put that in there. We'll see how this goes through the paces. I probably need to do some changes for the ports using for that camera. Yeah, we can always hope that, Michael. That it doesn't blow up again. I mean, if it does, it does. There's nothing we can really do about that, but you know, we can always hope. So the black line is going to be cool, I think. It's going to go really slow and careful. take my time. That's not too bad. I mean, that's not too bad. Oh, I forgot. I need to record that. We have them actually on the website of the store, so they are available there. So you know, there's nothing new in our system. It's been having them for a long, long time. Axel's from Denmark. So we will go to the website, right? Go and hit, and there's a section called watches, clocks, and on the quartz clocks there you can find everything, all the clocks we have. I mean, it's coming along, isn't it? Hello, Dunny. Yeah, I need the light touch for this because it already blew up on me once. Hence the black epoxy. Are you that Dunny from a little while back? If you are, welcome back in, dude. If you're not, welcome back as well. Welcome in. Really close, so that's not too bad. There haven't been filled properly. That could be an issue, but you know, you can see the cracks now. That looks really nice. This I need to fix that properly, or I can put that as a base at the bottom, so it's either one of them. And I need my square carbide to clean up the inside. I mean, for all the hate I get for carbide, they're really good for stuff like this. I do a lot of splinter projects, Danny, but just not today. So I'm not unfamiliar with that. Well, if that's the case, Michael, you just cut off a little bit of the length. You're supposed to, if it's too long, just cut off a little bit. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I need to take good measurements now and be certain so that's going to be the inside. That's way too big now. What about the others? Probably need to put something inside to do this properly then at some point. Now I think I'm just gonna. What we're making, I don't mind at all. This is a clock, mantelpiece clock, or something like that. In line of that. So that is what this is going to be. Going to put 2 layers of skeleton clock. Yes, it's ambitious and it already blew up on me once. But we'll see. Time will tell. I hope it's going to be good in the end. Let's see. Okay. To cut out the gears. Well, I bought the clock, the mechanism itself, so I'm just gonna put it inside here. Hello, Joe. Welcome in, man. You are progressing well, as I have seen. So that's good. That's going to sit right. And I need to have a measurement here. There. So that's going to wobble a little bit. But since that is so tight a fit, I think it's going to be okay. So just clean up the face here a little bit more. Do that with a normal gouge because I prefer that. Some nice box of blank. Yeah, starting your own business, Michael, is it's always a little bit of a challenge. There's the cost of starting up, then there's the cost of the accountants, and all that, and then when you send out an invoice, there's going to be a waiting time before they pay, and you cannot send out an invoice before they have received the items, and you must just hope that they pay for what you sent. If not, you are in a bit of trouble. So that is that's the whole thing about business. It's more of a trust thing. But the good thing is, if you work on a bulk, hello Gavin, if you work off a bulk work, you will normally have a little bit of a higher income for that. But you never know. But you never know how much money you will make. And if you're on benefits, then it's going to be a whole nother story. But what they could do, if you don't want to go through all that, they can pay you with gift certificates. Like, for instance, they buy you a gift certificate for Axminster, for instance. And pay you like that. That's deductible for them. And you can use your money on that if you want to. Can you do a star jump? I don't know if this is real, so can you do it? There you go. That's the best I can do, dude. But don't you worry, this is real. I am not faking this. Well, people have sometimes. They've seen too many fakes, right? Streams going on with, for instance, a factory or somewhere. Just, it's ridiculous what it is really. But I understand that. But trust me, no, this is all real, and it's just a guy with a lathe and a couple of cameras, and the best crowd in the world as his supporters. Now do a backflip. Sammy, you will not believe this. I used to be a gymnast at a rather high level before my injuries and my back and all that. So yes, I used to be able to do backflips, flick flags, double saltos and screws and all that stuff. So yeah, and handstands and all that. I could do quite a lot of that. But that's like 20 years ago, and yeah. So yeah. I can't do it anymore, Michael. That's what I just said. I can't do it anymore. That life set in. Probably something like that, yes. Horseback riding. I've been a competitive horseback rider for most of my youth until I was like 16. Then I quit that and started gymnastics. So yeah. So yes, I'm used to being able to doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah. What I cannot do is I cannot stand bent over and working for hours. I cannot cannot crawl in small spaces anymore. Partially because I'm getting chubby. I used to be able to do that. And I am a certified arborist. Which means I am certified to go up in a tree with a chainsaw and a couple of a harness, a couple of pieces of rope, and cut it down from the top. I did that for a few years. So yeah. Now this is just a test fit. And it seems that the bezel is a little bit off one side here. See, I cannot get it in properly. So I need to make that hole a little bit bigger on the face, which is good. That's a good thing. Yeah. And also the this needs to be a little bit larger, but not all the way down. I need to stop just a little bit over, so that can sit and rest nicely. I think that's what. So yeah. Okay. Get that bag away. My custom clock sealer container. Look at that. It's perfect. Right. It's perfect. Alright. So this needs to be a little bit bigger, which is no problem. Don't tighten that too much, remember, because we can get in trouble for that. So that a little bit bigger, and I can do that all the way in, which is actually really good, because I'm not really happy with how it looks on the inside there. So you're a chef. Ooh, Michael, when I come visit, I'm expecting a lot of good food. Okay. So let's see. slowly just take off a little bit. We don't need to take off that much. But this, I can go all the way down here. And also this, I can make this a little bit smaller. Because that's gonna look better. Really slowly just take away a little bit at a time. 4 stones, how many of the kilos that? For a restaurant in my career, high-end levels. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is really. My youngest brother is a chef. And he has a couple of restaurants as well. So yes, I know exactly what you're on about. So let's see. Okay, that's insane. Whoa. 25 kilos in 30 days, dude. Yeah, you need to see a doctor if that ever happens again, dude. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And definitely not healthy. I hope you're doing better now, Michael. Okay, let's see how it fits now. That's the back end. That's the front. It gets in there and it looks okay. What about the back? Back. Let's see. I'm just gonna try to assemble it with the screws, right? Just see if it's nice and solid. See if we go like this. If this is better. That's perfect. That's perfect. Right. Look at that. Right? That's cool. It fits. and it's secure. So I don't need to touch that. I need to like sand the inside a little bit to make it nice and beautiful. Right. See, 100 kilo, that's a little bit on the chubby side. 80 kilo, that's about my size, depending on your height, of course. Yeah, I'm 83. Well, it goes up and down a little bit, so 81 and a half to 84. Yeah, that's the range I I'll pop up and down between. So that's nice. So this is perfect. Yes, I did something that was good. Yep. Screwdriver is the best scratcher. Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher. You know where that come from? Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher. Simpsons, dude. Alright, so I'm just going to sand this and make it nice and beautiful. So that is all done on the inside. And then I'm going to have to work on the outside to give it a little bit more shape and make it look a little bit better. For that, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, really. But because it's polishing and all that stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, what color should I paint my cabinets? They're grey, they're dirty, they're awful now, and I think they've been here for 30 years down here in the workshop. So the previous owner installed it. So, but I need to paint them to make them look nice, better, right? So what colour should we do that with? Also, it's going to be a colour that is, I don't need this. It's going to be a colour that I can write on for my members. I can put my members' names up on them. And if you're like really crazy, I have a high level of membership. If you get that, I'm going to put your name here on my lathe. Either there or somewhere else, as long as you're a member on that. But that's just crazy. Nobody ever going to buy that. Got to be blue and white, or red and white. So red cabinet and white in between. Pink and hello Nikolai. Blue and white. Why blue and white? Ah, it's because it's Scottish. I have a membership. It's rather expensive, I think, like 200 Danish kroners per month. if you do that, as long as you remember on that level, I will put your name on my lathe, or up here on the tab. If I'm doing that, I need to. So you can choose exactly where you want to be. So it's either going to be on my lathe tower here, or up here. Works out. No, but I think it is expensive. £23 a month is still a lot of money, Michael. Wow, that is crazy. Nobody should buy that stuff. I mean, I can make one, but you know, the reason why I put the normal membership, so low, is because that's actually the cheapest one you can get. I cannot put it any lower. And I thought, it's just you know, it's just a nice little thing. And who will pay £100 a month? And mind you, those membership money, I only get like half of it. So that's also something. Yes, you get free stuff. It was one of the perks that I put on way back. It actually, that, if you're a member of that, I think it's like 6 months, you can pick any items I make on the lathe. You can pick that and I will ship it to you. You know, that was another way of me trying to get rid of stuff that I make. Remember to hit that likes, peep. Right, I mean, we have 51 peeps here watching me sand, which is amazing. So yeah. So yeah. Well, also the castings I did. Remember, I don't know if you saw the update I did last night. I had some silicone molds that I was doing some casting with, and they turned out pretty well. So I'm just wondering if they are if they would ever the personal mobile number. If you want my mobile number, Michael, you just ask and I'll give it to you. I don't know why you will need it, because you got me in Discord. Nah, I'm not into like trying to scam people or... I mean, that's crazy, dude. Are you... Oh, you're probably looking at OnlyFans, right? Looks, sounds like it. They will scam you. Yeah, it probably would. That's why we have Discord, dude, or WhatsApp or whatnot, have you. But yeah. Nah. Okay, dude. I got my Discord. If anybody ever needs something from me and me to answer questions, my Discord is in my my channel description, and just join that and ask me anything you want, and I'll be happy to answer anything woodturning related, or about my life within reason. So yeah. Only woodturners. Yeah. Only fans for woodturners, yeah. It's going to be aprons and man glitter, right? That's what we're going to have in there. I mean, I'm not. The outside is not done yet. I think I need to like shape that a little bit more. But the inside, I think I'm really happy with. So that's why I'm going to sand it. Could call it "Who Wants My Wood?" That's good. That's good. Gonna turn up in Crocs and dresses, right? Crocs and dresses. Oh, Timber, did you see, if you're still here, dude, I finished the clock. I'm going to ship it out tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. So that's going to be shipped out tomorrow. Look at that grain. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. If that's not proper woodturner's porn, I don't know what is really. My wood. You guys are crazy. I like it though. It's funny. It's funny. I don't think you were here. I think you said hi, but you probably went to sleep or got drunk on maple syrup. Thank you, Sammy. I'm gonna put it up for sale at the end, right? So if you want in on that, I can do that later. If anybody wants to buy it anyway, it's gonna be for sale. Probably going to have a little bit of a bidding on it, or I can just set a price. So it's either going to be just straight up selling it, or going with the raffle on a third-party website, or yeah, I don't know. But you have a good day, Sammy. Enjoy your time with your son. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hopefully it's gonna look cool. This. Ooh, it's getting a little bit hot. It's getting hot in there. Right. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Right. I made something that's gonna be cool. That's good. Get that away. Now the problem's going to be with this chuck, because I'm going to chuck it on the inside again. I kind of have to do the outside, and I want to reshape it a little bit, which is also going to be an issue. Because I can see there's a whole lot more cracks in this than I first anticipated. And by chucking it on the inside, I'm going to put pressure on it. So there's a chance. No, I'm going to do really careful. The problem is that there's a chance of this falling off because I didn't put enough pressure on it. So, I mean, it's a double-edged sword right now. So I don't know. It is. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Right? The paradox of eternity. Probably can, but the issue is going to be the cones I have are probably not big enough. Ooh, that could probably do it. Michael, Michael, you're good. You're a good man. Or I could just have made a custom one, right? But I do have a cone that should do it. But this is a lot easier, isn't it? Bam! Oops. Look at that! Right. Now I can take some of the pressure off. But mind you, there's not a lot anyway. Okay. Now, I have to go at a slow speed. I have to be careful not to get any catches. And I have to do really slight light cuts on it. So, let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not going to work. I just heard cracks, and there. I was afraid of this one. There's another one starting here. That's not bad, but this one, cold jaws. They wouldn't do anything, dude. They wouldn't do anything, really. Let me see if I got any light viscosity. Glue. Have that one. That's not light though. That's a bit lighter, but it's not that good. That one's gone. Yeah, exactly, Nikolai. The problem is I want thin CA glue, and I don't have it. I have medium and thick, and I don't think my medium is not running that well. So I don't think that's going to go down in the cracks properly. I need to take this off, and I need to get some proper CA glue, and then I need to fix that, all them small cracks, but that's, I have to postpone this again. This is that is not gonna hold. So there it is. Dude, the problem is the glue. I need the glue to go down into the crack. And I need to saturate the crack and fill it with glue. Because it's so hair thin, I need to get into it. Right. Because you can see the crack is also at the back side. There. got a little bit of my medium in here. Where's the lens? There it is. I got a little bit of the black thing in there, but nothing out here. So, and it goes actually when I look here, the cracks comes from up here. Let me just hold on. The cracks come up from here. Can't see that, but this goes this way. Up there. It's not present here. I can feel something, but then it's gonna come up here as well. Again, go all the way up here, going through, right? So it's all the way. So I need to postpone this. I cannot finish it today, but I have other things that I want to play around with, and that's going to be fun anyway. But first, I need a piece of timber. I need a piece of material that's going to do me well for what I wanted to do. I want to make a ball. Polyurethane glue, I do. The problem with that being is it's going to be like half an hour to set. But I have this. This monster piece of mahogany. And I want to make a Viking inspired bowl with embellishing on it. So, how do I go around doing that? Hey, morning, Tyson. I'm gonna make a Viking bowl here with some embellishing on it, and because I want it to be down here like that, so let's see, find the center. I had this piece of mahogany laying in my workshop for many years now. I think it's going to be nice. Let me get my drill, because I was using it for something else, just a little... Where did I put that bugger? There it is. I reckon make like a platter. A big platter with nah. So it's either making like a UFO shaped thingy with embellishing around it and a small divot in the middle, or Viking kind of bowl. What do you guys think? So what do you think? Viking bowl or platter? Let me know. Viking. Do it all. Yeah, I don't have time to do it all, Tyson. Okay, so we're gonna do Viking inspired bowl. The last time, I never done it before, but I've seen someone doing something similar on a demo, and it took like 3 hours. So settle in, boys and girls. Do 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 do. Bam. Do 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 do. And we're going to decorate it nicely with some flowers and stuff and things afterwards, right? So it's going to be really awesome. A little bit girly, pixie colours and what have we. So that's going to be cool. Doink. Yeah, just use the link, mate. Just use the link in my code and you get a little discount. Since she's UK based, that will help both of you out. Right? Get back. Thank you, dude. Viking ball. There you go, Joe. Even the Saxons think I should use a Viking bowl. If you don't know, the Anglo-Saxons come from German Saxons, because back in the days Germans were called Saxons, and when they settled took over England back in, I think it was 300 or 600 or something. I think 300. They took over England. They became the Anglo-Saxons, right? So there you go. Most of the British people are descendants from Germany, mostly. Then later it was somewhat voluntarily mixed with Scandinavian blood. Let's just put it like that. So yeah, there you have it. Going through the Viking theme, right? Ow! That bit hurt. See how quickly we can get this to spin. Okay. That hurt quite a bit actually, and now I need to put on a glove because I lost some skin and what have you. I wouldn't recommend using a glove on the lathe. That is just asking for stuff to go wrong, but I kind of have to. Okay, now the bottom is flat. You can start by rounding out the sides a little bit. Now this is sapele mahogany. I think it is sapele. So kind of a little bit of boring until it gets some love. And when that happens, it's going to be beautiful. So you can get more speed on. Okay. Just working away on this. Get the excess moved away as best as we can. There we go. Got a crack here, which is fine. Not too worried about that right now. But yeah. And I can start to see some of the grain and how it's going to look at the end. So I think this piece of material is going to be worth it at some point. Yeah, the thing is, Tyson, I can do that, and I will soon. That's a metal lathe that will kill you. Wood lathe is not that big of a deal. It's not that powerful. It doesn't spin that fast, so I'm not too concerned about that. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. And my hand's not anywhere near the working piece. And for everybody out there who doesn't know much about wood turning, this is kind of what you want to see coming off your lathe. If you don't have that, you are doing something wrong. Ouch! Ow, that hit my nipple. Ow! Okay. There you go. Now you can probably start to see some of the shine here coming through from the gouge around this part. Yes, you probably are, Nikolai, but that's fine. But yeah, that's why we're here. We're here to learn a little bit. Where did I put that? There. Okay. So that's the worst of it. It's gone now. Now I need to start to make the shape. I can make the recess and start working on what I want for decorating. I got some of the pieces that I think is going to be cool. Nicola says I need an ambulance. It's parked outside when I'm streaming. So yeah, I'm probably right about that, Nikolai. John's, well, John, yeah. I have. Get this speed up a little bit. That's true. And also I'd like to draw attention to the shiny surface that's left behind by the couch, because that's what you want. Rented by a personal lathe to do this kind of stuff on. You just too poor. CNC lathe are expensive, yes, but maybe normal lathe and do it by hand would be good. I mean, if you want to make wood, you need wood lathe, and they're not that. I'm sorry, I rephrased that. They can be expensive, but you can also get started for quite a lot less. But just remember, lathe is one part, tools and sharpening systems are another thing. There's no need to have a lathe if you're not able to have sharp gouges. You can get by on that. You should probably buy some carbides then. But using carbides, you don't need a sharpening system. You just replace the tips when needed, really. Okay, Michigan, America. If you're looking for a wood lathe, I got some recommendations for you. That's not going to be too expensive. Yes, it does take the fard when I fard, put it straight up into my mask, and I can enjoy that for a few minutes. There are a carbon filter in it to take some of the smell away, but not that much. So the shape here now is pretty good. There are companies that sells lathe that is not too expensive, John, and I can recommend some of them for you if that's something you're interested in. If you are interested in wood turning generally and need advice and help to buy tools and what to buy, and so you don't buy the wrong things, go in the description of my channel. There's a Discord link. Join that Discord and I'll be happy to guide you with anything you need. And there are many more people like me in there that knows quite a bit. And there are also a lot of new people who doesn't know much. So it's all a bunch of people who want to help each other out and get you started in the right way if that's something you're interested in. And it doesn't cost you anything, and everybody there is there to help you. I will never charge you anything unless you ask for a lesson. Then I will charge you, of course. But on that, the help is free. I don't know shit about shit. I just help sometimes. Yeah, if Michael gives you some advice, don't listen to it. Nah, Michael's a good dude, don't worry about it. But yeah, feel free to join the community on the Discord, and there's a lot of helpful people there. So I'll be happy to help you, and there are other people in there that will be happy to help you as well. There are also quite a few other streamers or content creator, so you can expand your mind a little bit, all on various skill levels and experience. So there are streamers out there who have just been turning for a year or less, that is learning the thing, and they're doing it mostly live on stream, so they will be learning with you, which is pretty cool. There are more experienced turners than me in there, so everybody is. And also, there are some fun and banter. And that's, that's the most important thing. We need to be able to have fun, right? And don't worry, if you put something up and I think that's horrible, I will tell you. So many helpful people and Benjamin. Yes, of course. But I will always give you my honest opinion. I call a crap for a crap, but I always judge you on where you are on your so if you're completely new turner and you put on something that that's 2-3 year veteran, if you put that up as a 3-year veteran that looks like someone who just started turning, I will tell you that's crap. Hello, Mike. But yeah, I try to be honest. Tell you exactly what I think. Oh, I still need to do a little bit more on that part there, because that's still old. Look at that mahogany thingy. Stirring before dawn here. I am making a Viking inspired bowl with some modern twists and decorating on it. So yeah, that's what I am doing. I just need to sand it a little bit now, and then I need to flip it. And then I can start working on the decorations and all the beautiful parts of it. Because I don't think I want to hollow it before I'm done with decorating it, because, that could go wrong. Vikings! NG. I don't know what NG means. But yeah, I live in Scandinavia, and I've been fascinated by the Vikings my entire life. So why not combine that with wood turning? This is my passion as well. Not as much the Viking, well, some of it, but more the oh, that's nice. But I'm really interested in the North paganism. Not that I am a man of faith in any way. I don't believe in any of that. But I just think it's really, really cool stories, and I like to learn all I can about them. And also, this is not going fast enough. Also, the three Norns is like, if I ever were to confess anything, it's going to be the three Norns. Thank you for that, dude. I appreciate that. No religion or politics. Nope. No religion or politics. We don't talk about that stuff. There's always some fanatics there anyway. That believe what they believe in is the right thing. And I think that's just wrong. But anyways, where are you from, MT? Where you from, dude? So you're bad. I knew it would. New Zealand. Ooh, that's nice. Nah, but don't worry about that. New Zealand got its perks, right? If you were from Norway, you should live on the eastern side of Norway, not the western. The eastern has all the snow and the nice summers. The western is just wet and miserable. But you can live your life any way you want, wherever you are in the world. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from. As long as you're happy with the life you're living, all is good. All is good. So I'm just going to go a little bit one higher with this. Dude, it's the same all over the world, dude. It's not going to be any better if you go to Norway or Denmark or wherever. So all countries has its own problems, and it is what it is, really. Dude, you have mountains and fjords, don't you? Okay. Time to do decorating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark, I think about here. That would be good. And then I'm going to make one down here. I think that's going to be good. And now it's time to do some sketchy shit. Do that. Yes, exactly. And now time to take some material away. Oh, you heard that, did you, Nikolai? My least favorite part about woodworking. Hey, Pilato. Hello, dude. Wanna come in, mate? Good to see you here. So, I am just gonna make this. No runes, no runes. But like, I have a trick up my sleeve because I don't know if you've seen it. Lions Fish Shop. Hello, dude. Judge. Man, the Motley Crew's back. I have something else. I'm gonna use Emma Cook's The Tiny Turner's colours in combination with something else. The complete crew have descended, and chaos and Ragnarok will assume. It's going to be great. Perfect. Now I need to sand this down here a little bit. I think if I'm lucky I can get away with the 180 grit. That leather is so quiet. What do you mean leather? You know, it was in the runes of Vikings chess Plus you could collect the other. Sounds fun. You mean the lathe? I tried to get it down below 10%, Joe. Yeah, I tried to get it below 10%. Not always gonna happen if you use air dried wood. You'll be lucky to get it to 14 or 12 maybe if you're really lucky. But you know, anything under 15 is good. Under 12 you are basically safe. Yeah, well, the lathe combined with, oops, sorry about that. Combined with my microphone system, actually is a nice combination. It doesn't make too much noise, and yes, the lathe is quiet. It's supposed to be quiet anyway, because it's not cheap. Knettelkier, no. If it's about 15%, you can expect the timber to move when it dries more, because it normally will dry more when you take it inside, or cracks can occur. The higher the percentage, the higher the risk of that happening. Yeah, if you can get that, that's fine. I buy my wood kiln dried, so it's just a matter of storing it right for when you need to use it. Oh, that, yeah, they play that in Scotland still. Hvad? Okay, så bare en, det er fint. Jeg skal bare have en. Hvad? Ja. It is a, what's it called? It is called a Sennheiser. It's a T-bone, a Sennheiser T-bone mic. Sennheiser T-bone. I can't remember the exact model number, but I mean, any T-bone mic will improve quite a bit. So yeah. No, that's fine. Everything is like, we can talk about most thing here, so don't have to worry about that. Will you put CA glue in that piece you have now? This piece, no. I will use some glue here, of course, but you know, not that much really. Probably should make this recess a little bit bigger, but again, I think that's going to be okay. So we're going to need some dark background, and I think we're just going to go black really, because it's not that. Let me just see. I have the box still somewhere. I think. Now look what you made me do. Now I think the box is gone. Yeah. The box is gone, so I cannot tell you really. Yeah, well, the problem for wood turners is it needs to be dry, otherwise it's going to move and crack a lot. An affiliate link. I don't have affiliates with anybody. So there would be nothing for me to gain from doing that. And I don't have any sponsors. Nobody's yeah. So no affiliates, no sponsors, it's just me. So I am completely dependent on the community to watch my stuff. And there it is. Yeah, I could probably. Split in the wood. Yeah, it's a crack. That's going to be okay. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Nobody has noticed me, Michael. Nobody noticed me. I'm just here by myself, and that's it, really. Tack. I'm just gonna finish putting the colors on. Okay. Yeah, you guys noticed me, and that's good. I'm happy. That's nice of you guys. So that just needs to dry now. It's midnight. Oof, that's late, dude. And I need to eat my sandwich because my kid just brought it to me. He's a good boy. What's that, lion? It was just colouring. Water-based colouring with a brush. You can go and make it yourself, Nikolai. And it bleeded. Damn. It's lunchtime. It's 1:45 here. So, I'm just going to skim up the edges, off the edges here. Just a little bit. Hopefully, it's going to be okay. What is your height? My height, I'm 172 centimeters tall. If that tells you anything. Yeah, just a little skimming off the top there. Should do. Hopefully that is enough. I don't know why you want that info, but you know, I don't mind. Sneaky. Yips. sand this a little bit more. And I can actually add some yes, there are, Dennis. Often actually, so many times actually. I should be reverse sanding right now, like this, because actually that, you know, I just forget to do it sometimes, but it helps quite a bit with the getting a better result quicker. So thank you for that. You know, I just forgot about it. 172 centimeters. Nah, that's no worry, dude. Okay. So that's looking good now. Good. Just get the last of the colouring to dry. Name, where you're from, and height. My name is Benjamin Winkel. I'm from Denmark, and I'm 172 centimeters. There you go. Job done. So we should use a lacquer, right, on this? Or should we? Would a lacquer be good? Or would just a nice coat of oil be good? Yes, Michael, but it's not what we're after just beautiful. We're after awesome. And, yeah, buddy, amazing. I mean, we could do it really quickly and dirty and just go with the freaking... Okay, never mind. We want something special. Oil? Okay, there we go. We go on oil. The beeps have spoken. Okay. So I just need to clean. Just give me a minute. I just need to clean a little bit. Because what I'm going to do after, I need like a really clean place. So I'm just really quickly. And so the cleaning is kind of needed for that. So that's my lunch, that's gone. Now all of this I can do that after the oil. It's just cleaning around the workpiece when the oil is drying. It's probably not the best idea. Okay. Five, 9 and 14 years old. What is 5'9" in meters? Because I don't know what's wrong with the world. Why do you use different metrics for different things? Like, oh, distance. Yeah, that's that. But if you swim, it's something else. But then if you want milk, it comes in gallons. But if you want water, it's in liters. It's crazy, man. Just fucking use the metric system. Sorry. Just, oh. Okay, you guys ready for some wood turners porn? So we're just about the same height there, Palato. Sorry, MTV. You're just like a couple centimeters taller than me. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate the sentiment. Wood sphere. No, it's going to be turned into a ball real soon. So if you just stick with me, I'm just working on the outside right now and just oiling this up a little bit before I'm going to go start playing with the decorations for it. But you know, look at that. I'm pretty sure that is visible to you guys. Ho 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 ho. Right. That is what it's all about, really. Yes, like that ball. Now that's just need to dry, and that's perfect because now I need to clean the table behind me, which is fine. I can do that easily enough. And, okay, so that one. Get me that's gonna dry. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to dry at least. I reckon that. So in that time, I can clean up the table here behind me a little bit. Oh, almost done. Steal away, Michael. But we're not done yet. This is just the beginning of the decoration, don't you worry. This is just the base of it. Now the real fun can start. Gonna take the rest of this away, most of it away. I'm not gonna do it perfectly. It's just don't kick up too much dust while I am doing the next step. Where is that magnet gone? I lost my my trusty magnet. There it is. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in what I was talking about, what I think is the coolest part of this, and why I think this is awesome. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't destroy anything. Right, let's get this. Look at this. Right, and you have no idea what you're looking at and why. Well, let me tell you. It's something I prepared yesterday. Right, okay. So, what I'm not going to be using today is the big star thingy here. So this one, I'm not going to be using, even though that's really cool. But I'm not going to use those. Now this is a Viking thing, so I'm probably going to use this, right? Like that. So those is going to be used, and this, okay. Now that is the plan. Okay, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to use. The rest I'm not going to use. Is this what you think it is? I don't know what you think it is, dude, but it is what it is. Because I choose to. I had a piece of board that I knew was pretty good. Okay. That's not a weed leaf. No, that's definitely not a weed leaf. Okay. So that one I'm going to use. That one I'm going to use. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because basically I've never done this before. But I have other things as well. One day I'm going to use this little honeybee. I don't know what that message was. But try again there, Susie. But that was definitely not a weed leaf, and it didn't look like one. I've seen plenty of those in my time, and that was definitely not one of them. But also these are really cool, right? I can use them for, like, at some point use them for decorations like that. At some point. Okay. And this could be really cool at some point. On another project. Okay. On another project, on another day. Just gonna get this away and out of the dust. Throw them with no more nails. Yes, and I don't know if no one nails is I can paint over it properly. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I just hope it does. But I'm going to put this away. Because that's something that needs to happen. Okay, like this. Okay. Now, it's. I don't think that's just going to be an issue with that crack. I hope not. But first, for this to become a proper Viking ball, we need something else. Yes, we do. Okay. So for this to work properly, I'm going to need to drill a hole and put the one in, and on the other end I'm gonna twist it and pop that in as well with probably just a tiny bit of glue, but it's going to be a small hole as well, and it's going to have to be a small hole anyway, because I need to hollow it out. Hollow it out. Yes, very nice. So let's see what we get here. I feel like watching to the end of this. Yeah, it's going to be one of those interesting things. Either I'm going to be a genius or I'm going to be a mad one. So like a 2.5 mil hole should do. That's 3.5. You asked how I make those things. They are from a silicone mold. Silicone mold used for pastry or chocolate. So that's what they're from. The mad one, you mean one? I am mad. Okay. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Am I going to dub a little bit of probably not going to need it. I probably should hollow this out first, really, because the chances are of everything falling off after I'm done hollowing. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to just realized I was about to make a mistake, and this I need to remove, and that has to wait. So I should hollow it first and do the inside. Okay. It's like I said, I've never done this before, and yes, they are the molds. Exactly, that's what it is. So everything I do with this is actually just me winging it. I need to make this a little bit bigger, don't I? I do. The freehand drawing would work. That should be okay. Yes. Thank you, Palado. But yeah, basically, I never done this before. So I'm just guessing how it should be done, and you know. Yeah, probably should have paid better attention, but that's alright. I mean, I can just do this really quickly. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Just a little quickly one. That should do it. Alright, Mike, I'll see you in a bit. Don't get her to die now. I'll try my best not to die. Yeah, on a pole lathe, that can be done. Either that or just have to carve it. Okay. Okay. It would be time consuming, yes, but you know, if that's what you have to do, that's what you do. Right? The interesting bits there. Unfortunately, this is just like a teenager having sex. It's over before you thought it would be. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It doesn't make it less interesting. So let's see, how deep are we? So we've got plenty more to go. Good, 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 good. Let's see. What wood are you using? This is a peely mahogany. It's a peely mahogany. Alright, so I think we're just going to go with my negative rake carbide. To clean up a little bit. I use this instead of the a scraper. Because it just stays sharper that much longer. Which means there's less sanding. Is it easy to work with? Yeah, it is actually. I mean, it's really hard to make mistakes with the carbide. It's just a little bit more work with the sanding afterwards, but other than that, it's not too bad. If you want to get into wood turning, carbide, hey, hello dude. What's up, Calvin? If you want to get into wood turning and on a budget, carbide would be a really good way to go, because you're going to get like all you need, and you don't have to spend time buying the sharpening system. So that's worth it. And also, carbide's a lot easier to learn how to use. So, for a lot of people, so carbide is a really good place to start for a new beginning of wood turners. It's a lot easier to use. You don't need expensive sharpening systems, and so that, there's a lot of benefits for it as a beginning wood turner, in my opinion. How are you doing, Calvin? They had a foot pump with a big tree like bent over it, and they pulled that down and had slip knot on it, or it goes forth and back when they do. And later they had the wheel attached to it with like an old sewing machine, so it's that afterwards. So that's how they did it. Where did I get my tools from? I get my tools from a store here in Denmark that I work at. So I get my tools there. Charnwood is it's a good brand for you to start at. I know the machinery is really well, because it's the same we sell here. The Chinese made, of course, but they're nice. So that's something that should be available down there. If you want, I can help you search. Just join the Discord, dude. Well, if you join the Discord, right, and if you have any questions about wood turning machinery or anything to buy, just ask away, dude. We'll be happy to help you in any way we can. It's what I do for a living, right? This is my job, it's what I do. So I know not everything, but I know everything I need to know. yeah, my Discord is like, there's a lot of people there, so it's a nice place to hang out and talk and get info. And it's free, and that's the most important part. Everybody can join it, and everybody is welcome. Let's see. See a little bit of steel, a little bit. That's what I mean by using sandpaper to save the day. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a nice piece, this one. Let's see. I think I got it now. Now it's just a matter of finishing the sand. It is really nice. It's what you should aspire to do as a person. Like, your hobby should be your... I mean, if you're not happy with what you do, you should do something else. That's what I always say. Okay. Yeah. And not everything's going to be easy. Doesn't matter what you do for a living, not everything's going to be easy. I mean, there's going to be difficult tasks at anything and something that sucks doing. Like for me, counting inventory. I hate that stuff. But it's a part of working at the store with the wood turning equipment. I like to do other stuff like helping out people, picking out materials and giving advice and all that stuff. I enjoy that a lot. I enjoy teaching wood turning. I think this is some of the best things something I really like to do. It's just going to be sheep and beef farm. That's not too bad really. Do 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 do. Well, there's a difference between US and New Zealand farms, right? Because it's all different. It depends on what you want to do. So there's a big difference of what you're going to do. There's no worries, do it, NT. Don't you worry. Time will, you'll get to the point when you know what to do. Right. I think I'm done with this. Yeah, also the yield that you have from your farms in America is a lot smaller than the yields we have them from the farms here in Denmark. When you go to feed and grain and all that stuff, right? Because it's a lot more intense farming. The soil is different. Of course, some farms do have a good output, but it is so different depends on where you are in the world. And New Zealand farms are different again because they have a different way of farming. But yeah, I think 22 acres, if you want to make a living from it, it's going to be difficult. It sounds more like a hobby style farm. Okay. Okay, so should we put some oil on the inside of this? Where did I put it? Did I put it back in the closet? I did. Back in the cabinet anyway. Get some gloves on. That can come off now. Oh yeah, exactly. This is what it's all about, isn't it? That oil hitting the timber. It's beautiful. That's a big farm. Well, in Denmark that would be an extremely big farm. Wait, how many square meters is an acre? Because in Denmark, 1 acre is, or hectare, it's 1,000 square meters. Or 10,000 square meters, sorry. So for every 10,000 square meters, that's 1 hectare. It's what we call, what we do the measurements in. Welcome back, Michael. I think I need to make the holes a little bit bigger. But that's fine, I can do that. So it's 4,000. So it's 0.4 of a hectare here in Denmark, right? Stop filming and get a job. Actually, this is my job. Well, not this streaming thing. And I'm doing this on my own time, so alright. If you don't like it, keep scrolling, dude. It's a free world. You can fuck off if you don't want to be here. Where did I put that? There it is. Hello, Harry. That's true. I think he's left. Me telling him to fuck off, and that's, you know, I think that was it. I mean, I don't mind trolls, but some of them are just, a little bit too much, really. But thank you for standing up for me, peeps. I appreciate that. Look at that. Look at my hammer. Look at it. Look. Just, I mean, come on. What's not to like? It's a little hard on it and everything. Just look at the hammer. Look at that hammer. Or mallet. Just look at it. Oh, you didn't notice that until now. Like I said, I'm gonna use it every freaking time I get a chance on you for you stuff like that. I mean, this one was made to be used, wasn't it? I mean, that was the reason why you gave it to me. See, I already got like markings on it and everything. And like I said, I'm gonna use it until it falls apart. And then I'm gonna try to repair it and keep using it. Yeah, arguing with trolls can be really fun. And sometimes, you know, but the right trolls come in and I get the right feedback, they're going to stick around for a while, then thinking it's because it's cool. So that wire is done. Now, let's get to the real decorating part. Now, this is just, you know, I can do that. Fuck that shit. Let's get some real stuff on. Let's get the manly stuff on. Like, you know, this is where, like, you know, you show the world that you're a proper man, and not just a guy with feminine tendencies. Right? You do something like this, and then people know that you're good. Right? Because this is what you want to do. That one. So let's get the paint brushes, the glue, and the sparkles out. Because now we're going to have fun. Okay. Where's my chair? This is a sitting operation. Are you guys ready? So what? This is gonna be great. Let me just see if I might be just need the other camera. Okay. Now, the problem is I don't know if this is going to work. What, the flowers? Yes, exactly. I don't know if this is going to work. And there's a good chance that it will not work. There's a really good chance that it will not work. But there's only one way to figure out if it does work or not. First of all, this needs to be fairly clean. So, that is fairly clean. I'm going to start calling you Mr. Sparkle. Yes, please do that. It's going to be great. Right, I'm going to get it into my beard and everything, right? Just make sure when I get to work tomorrow. Story time as well. Oh, what story time? What do you want to hear? Hello, Bettina. How are you doing? Bettina, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the nice ladies that visits me at work. And she is able to take joke like I'd never seen before. It is so much fun having her in this job. So welcome in, Bettina. Am I right, Bettina? Yeah, her English is not the best, she told me, but you know, we'll try the best we can, really. See how it goes. I think I'm gonna, yeah, they're the best, aren't they? Nah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. First of all, where's my smoke device? There you go. Put something out, right? And I'll probably... Nah. I'm going to stick with the brush I have, even though it's almost gone. Spelling is horrible. Exactly. Nikolai wants a story about the bees and the flowers. The bees and the birds and the birds and the bees and the bees that like to be birds and there used to be bees. And all that stuff, right? I don't really care about that stuff. That is her, and she says it's always nice to drop by the shop and say hello. I appreciate you dropping by my stream. Looking forward to see you in the shop again. But remember, don't come in without your mother. She is she's why we put up with you. Oh yeah, that's of course it's a joke, but it's a fun one, and I'm not at my work, so I can say what I want. I know it's a fine thing, but there we have it. Wait. Why am I doing that? Why don't I just do this? And I'm just gonna shake it. That's so much better, isn't it? At least she still got her sense of humor, that's good. Once upon a time, they lived happily ever after for that, yeah. Now that glue's not that expensive, so wasting it like this is not an issue. Yoink. You discovered a time saver, yes. Now as soon as that glue is starting to dry up, I need to transfer this to another piece of parchment, I believe, because otherwise I'm just going to lose too much of my pixie dust. These are one-time use. I'm going to leave them on. It's never going to be used again. When I'm done, you will see what I mean. These are not stencils. These are the part that came out of the molds that I used. So this is going to dry a little bit now until the glue is clear. When the glue's clear, we're ready to apply the pixie dust. Right, so I'm just going to put this to the side, get the gloves off, and I'm going to find the mould that I used, and I can show you them. Right, so you can get an idea of where it came from and all that, and also get a new set of parts. Okay. So these are what I used to create the designs with. Right. These are chocolate molds, like I said. You can put chocolate on it. I used cork or putty or putty, whatever. Filled them up with it, let it harden, and took them out. It's important that you don't leave too much here on the side. And this needs to be scraped as thin as possible. Otherwise, it's not going to come out of the mold crisp, and you have to do a lot of dressing to get them in the right place. But this way, I found it. Thank you for the subscription there, Harry. So that's the plan. That's how it works. Yes, sir. No. That's nice. Not too bad, is it? It's been a lot later here at some point. So this is going to go and dry. This needs to dry completely before I can use it. And I know it's dry. It's when the glue is transparent and you cannot see it anymore. And as soon as that's dry, I can apply my paintings. There that is. Where's my other drink? There that is. Now it's going to take like 5 to 10 minutes. What could be done how? What do you mean? I could airbrush over them. Yes, I could airbrush the colors, the pigments on. But what I'm going to use these pigments. It's like really fine dust on them. I don't know if you can airbrush them over. If you're going to airbrush them, you need something that can stick to it. But with the I'm going to use the pigments. Oh. Yep, that could probably work. But I don't know. I think this is better. These powders are not cheap. This way you use less of it, which is not a bad idea. But you know, it's not expensive to make those. You just get like a tube of caulking. Well, how much is that? A couple of pounds, maybe, for a cheap overpaintable version of it. and you just put it in the molds, leave it overnight, and take them out. Yes. I'm going to show you when we're done, when we're ready, right? Don't you worry. Just going to remove most of the excess glue. That way there's a chance of it being able to dry within a reasonable time. And then we can all get done here. Otherwise, we can the chances are we're going to stay here for like a couple more hours. Yep. You could do that. Sounds like a good idea there, Michael. So what color are we going to use? Which colors are we going to use? You can use flakes of pigment. Let's use a red ish fire kind of color. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to use. I think that's going to be good. I could use some of the on that one. Going to use those two. Blue's to see if the Vikings venture on. Yeah, but red is fire and this is a fireball. That's what I just decided. So that is one. There's another one. Now the problem is it's already sticking to my finger and everything else. The glue is working. Which is exactly what we wanted, so that's not a problem. Okay, so that one's first. The blur, Are you getting blur? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now don't breathe too much. Because if you breathe too much, you're just going to blow the particles away. Okay. The good thing about this glue thing here is as soon as it gets in contact with anything, it activates and it stops being, kind of stop being sticky. So that is also cool. And by using a piece of parchment like this, or baking paper, or whatever you call it, depends on where you are in the world, there's a good chance that you can reuse the things that didn't stick. Just pop it back in the jar. Right? Don't breathe. Yeah, no, this is really fine stuff. So now I can do what I set out to do in the beginning. I can cut them in half. And the reason for that because they're too big for the piece that I'm going to do. I could have done what I just separated it out, right, and used only one. I mean, only this part of it. But I decided to try and do this. They should fit. It blurs now and then because it's on our autofocus, the camera. Okay. Now I should have some forceps. Who? Mental wizard. Maybe. Oh, I forgot something. You can brush most of the excess off if you just take your time with it. Wait, where is it? There. Okay. Alright, that one fell off. That's too bad. Get off my finger. Okay. No, that's not going to work. Now the question is, am I going to use these for there, or am I going to use the other ones? I think I'm going to use these ones because they what Emma does is she uses a hot glue for this. I don't have a hot glue gun, and I kind of wish I did. But I mean, it is what it is, right? But this is kind of fun, right? I think it is. Now I'm adding glue to the back side of it while it's on my parchment down here. Now, if this is not uneven and weird, I don't know what is, but damn, this is a cool idea. Yes, and I am happy. This is cool. I love it. It's awesome. Someone did a good job when they came up with this. They sure did. Oh, this is awesome. And now I have sparkles flying around in the air. But I don't care, because this is awesome. I mean, is it perfect? No. It's not. Was it ever going to be perfect? Probably not. But this is a damn good fun idea. Yes, it definitely is. Sparkle, man, yes. And also, that coloring system I use here. Right. Hold on. Those colors, they came from the Tiny Turner's pigment collections. You can use that link there, tinyturner.co.uk. Use my code, get 10% off. I'm not affiliate with her. She's a really nice person. I'm doing this to help her. The pigments I paid for myself. I do not get a kickback from when someone buys something using my code. It's just I'm trying to help her out, and she's a nice person, and I really, really like her. So yeah. Great soup bowl. Yeah, man. That definitely can hold some soup. That is for sure. What you guys think? Yes. Look at that. That's cool. That is cool. Yes, I still have so much to learn, but it's cool. That's just awesome. Right, what's next? What do you mean? What's next? I'm done. That's it. That's it, dude. Oh, look at the bottom camera, if you can. Yeah, I mean, what's next? What's next? That's it, man. I'm done. My fingers are all like muddled up now. Right? I have stuff on my fingers now. You got a bit more in me. Ha! Oh no, not today. Not today. I am going to though add some pigments to these because they already are glued up, and if I don't do anything with them right now, they are not going to be usable because dust is going to settle on them. So we can do that together if you want to. Boo-hoo. Yeah, dude, it sucks. Just going to try to clean the brush a little bit. Better do red for Big Macs. No, I'm not going to do red. I'm going to try some of these ethereals ones, because I haven't done the ethereals ones before. So I don't know what they're going to look like. Set the focus to manual. Stop sitting on them. Pins and needles in your legs. Oh, these are great for Christmas. Oh, this is going to be so good for Christmas. Right? Look at that. Oh, it's so flaky and everywhere. Wow. Yeah, these pigments, they're not cheap, but they're cool as fuck. So for something like this, I think it's perfect. And it's fucking all over the place, dude. It's just, I think I'm breathing it in. So if my poo starting to have, oh, I shouldn't say poo like that. So if my poo start having, sparkles in it, I know why. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. So that's it for them. Now I need to brush off the excess. Put them away. These powders are so freaking all over the place. I can see it everywhere, literally. If my boogers have sparkles in it, I would not be surprised. My fingers are completely covered. Okay. Yeah, can you see that on the camera? The glow box? It's crazy, man. But you call me Goldfinger, right? Have you been smoking again there, Judge? I enjoyed this. This is fun. I like playing with that stuff. And I think the ball turned out pretty well. Yes, I have a fuck ton to learn still. But for the first try, I think that's pretty good. Put glitter. Yes, exactly. So, everybody. Right. Now, if anybody wants to have a star next to the name, you consider becoming a member of my channel. It is like $1.50. It's the lowest I can go. It's like a cup of coffee. And it just helped me out a little bit to offset some of the cost of this. Because, yes, I didn't pay much for the putty. The molds, I bought them from Temu, but they're still like, all the molds I got are like £80. And the colours, like I said, they're kind of expensive. So, yeah, it would just help me a little bit. Anyway, enough begging, because that is what that was, begging. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. Have a good day. Be good to the world. The world will be good to you. Thank you. Peace out. See you next time. Begging.